I'm really proud of our toughness. I thought our toughness really showed in the second half, and some of our defensive possessions, an area where we've been weak defensively. I thought we really dug in and made some great stands. We were a flat-out mess offensively in the first half. I think a lot of that is because Carolina was playing great defense. We really got into a very good offensive rhythm in the second half, and we wanted to keep driving the ball, and getting to the foul line certainly, was a key in winning the game.
Mike, what kind of step is this for this group to do it the way they had to do it tonight?
Yeah, I think this is really big, Tom. I think it's great. I mean, and it was a gritty one, and they had to fight, and they had to do some really tough stuff in the paint defensively. I thought Bonzi and Zach were men tonight. They were pounding against four big bodies that kept coming at them all the time. But I think a great step for us.
Tough start for Vastoria, but then he really was with the spark in the second half, especially going to the basket and getting Page in foul trouble.
Yeah, what was really key for us, we got to the bonus quick both halves. And in the second half, when Demetrius and Steve are playing downhill like that, even VJ a little bit more now. Rex gives you another guy that can slash. Bonzi driving it. We've said we want to drive more. Again, you're trying to take advantage of this new rule. And certainly we got to the line a lot, and it's become a great weapon for us, whereas in November we couldn't make a free throw.
3 of 16 from 3. I tell you that before the game. What do you think the final score is?
I have not hung my hat on our threes as much anymore. We've done it a little differently, and we've done tough stuff and going to the basket, and we made some big ones, though. There's no question. Steve's on an out-of-bounds under was really a key to kind of get us going. I love that we got 20 offensive rebounds. That's frontline guys just fighting and clawing and scratching. And, it's just, one thing I'm really proud of, our program, when we've been under the bright lights and the big stage, we have flat out delivered. Game day again here. And I'm really proud of our program, and I'm so proud of this group. They played in some big ones, and they find a way to really deliver, and couldn't be happier for them.
2 turnovers.
Yeah, we weren't going to turn it over in the first half because we were just taking bad shots. We didn't pass it enough to turn it over. We just put our head down and took a bad shot in the first half. So I look at it as 2 turnovers and a half, which is still pretty good.
Mike, the way the first half was going, where does the belief come from with these guys that they can still win this game?
Yeah, no, I think Demetrius Jackson sets an unbelievable tone for us, Zach and Steve. Those 3 guys are really calm and collective. Halftime was fabulous. They were talking, they were poised. We were lucky to be down 9, quite frankly, as bad as we were, and as good as Carolina was. So you're feeling like, okay, 9 ain't bad. I think we're going to find a rhythm, an offensive rhythm, and we did in the second half.
Demetrius said he had a talk with Bonzi at halftime to kind of light a fire. How does that dynamic work?
Yeah, it's that's one of the things when you have a guy who's a confident leader and captain, and Demetrius has become that. Now it's his team, it's his voice. I thought in the timeouts he was great. He was poised. He was encouraging, then he was challenging sometimes. He's really learned how to balance, how to be positive, and how to call a guy out.
How much does having that experience last year, being down double digits a few times in league play against the big teams, and then being able to make that?
Well, it's one of the things I said before the game that I thought was an advantage for us. We beat them twice last year. We were able to come back and dig it out twice, in Chapel Hill and in Greensboro in the championship game. And, I just think the nucleus of guys, there's a big nucleus in my locker room that did that. And I said, I think we're going to be in the same position again, fellas. Let's just keep the heat on them. And again, I think it was our physical and mental toughness was really a key for us tonight.
Follow up on your 3-point comment. Math in my head, which is not my suit, but 16 attempts out of 66 for threes.
Which is not a lot for the old Irish.
And I've been looking, and you're about 30%.
Yeah, we're not. It's.
When Cooley was getting fed in the post, were you?
Right. So it's a little bit. We're driving the ball more. We are driving the ball more. We're pounding with Bonzi and Z at times more. And not that, I want our shooters to be ready to rise up and take them, and we got some guys that shoot a high percentage, but, I kind of I kind of backed off thinking like, God, can we not make double digits anymore? What's going on? And I'm thinking, but we're getting to the foul line. We're playing differently. So we've kind of made up for it in that, and we don't take them as much.
Rules, is it personnel?
I think it's personnel, and it starts with Demetrius and Steve. When we've talked to them about really looking to attack the bucket more, and I think you saw that, especially in the second half. They just once we're in the bonus, they're going for first downs a lot of times. They're running through dudes to try and get a call, and you get the call with the new rule.
Do you see something potentially happen with VJ there in the last 10 minutes? I think he started 07.
Yeah, he didn't have a very good first half. I actually thought about starting Rex in the second half because I thought Rex, again, was fabulous. He gave us great energy. He's chasing Paige around. He battles. He's doing stuff. But you know what? I give VJ a lot of credit. He got into a rhythm, made some big shots for us, had some big free throws, blocked the shot. He got more active. And, he's a confident guy now. He's been in a lot of big games.
How are you guys able to beat them up on the glass like that? I mean, nobody does that.
Yeah, I think a lot of that is like heart and effort. And when you're playing in front of a great crowd like that, it makes you believe a little bit more. I mean, our crowd was fabulous. That was one of the great nights in our building, and you just never were tired, and you believed because you had the crowd behind you.
You still got a month to go, Mike, but this win doesn't leave the resume. What does that do for you?
Yeah, I mean, that's huge resume win. To get to 7 league wins is big. When you look at our resume, and you've got Iowa at a neutral court, you've got Duke and Cameron, which I think will continue to be a good win, and you've got these guys, which I think are 10 or 11 in the RPI. Your resume's pretty strong, and maybe we can sneak into that old double bye territory, in Greensboro, and kind of take it from there. We certainly play a very improved team Monday. They're really good. They're better in Greenville than Littlejohn. So we got to turn the page quick.
Mike, you're still taking the same approach with free throws because outside of Zach, you were 26 of 27.
We haven't not shot free throws as a group in a month. 9 out of everybody got to make one. If we don't make one, we run. Genius, coach. That was really smart. The guys so uptight, they're banking them in. So we don't just shoot them on your own. Go shoot them on your own. So I'm not touching that.
What is it about Duke, North Carolina? I mean, I think you guys are 6-1 against them in the last 7.
I think we're better than that.
Oh, really? 7 or 8? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, what is it about playing them? I mean,
I don't know. We run a pretty good run against them, and that is extremely powerful. To be in this league, early in this league, finding an identity in this league, and to be 7-1 against them is really powerful. It's, I think we've been very excited. You're always excited to play those programs for obvious reasons, but we've earned every one of them, and I think we've been really tough in all of them.
Mike, how can you make Monday's road game more like BC Duke on the road instead of the Syracuse Miami games on?
Yeah, we're going to be playing a Clemson team that's coming off a loss. We really need some rest tomorrow. It'll be one of those games where we're really not going to practice. We'll shoot and stretch out tomorrow, and we'll shoot and probably stretch a little bit on Monday. You'd hope to be able to ride some momentum off of it, but we're going to have to be ready. They're really good, and they're physical, and I told our guys I'm getting greedy again. I used that as a phrase when we got on that little 4-game win streak back in January. I said, we need to think about being greedy again here, and we put ourselves in a good position after tonight. Let's not waste it.